Alright guys, welcome to my 8th episode of my Factions Let's Play. And right now we just found this obsidian base and we're just blowing right through it like nothing. So definitely a noob base, and that equals a noob cannon. So look at my cannon skills. So I'm here with a couple of my allies and we're just literally breaking through this defense like nothing. So finally got in, Ender Pearl in, and take all their good stuff, which they actually had 40 diamonds, which is really, really good. These are my favorite types of bases to raid, actually, because it's so easy to get in. And we got their horses, and it's so hilarious. He was just riding it. All right, right now I'm just pillaring up the sand. Basically, why I'm using sand is it's a little trick that I use. It's basically when you're pillaring up, always use sand so you can easily break it. Um, and then here's another strategy that I use is to count the number of blocks. So everything lines up perfectly when you're making uh, basically the perimeter of your outline of your box. So make sure everything's lined up. That's just a little trick I use. And then this, of course, is how you make auto building walls, is let the lava flow down. And this is the way I do it. I like this way the best is because you actually get two walls for every bucket of lava, which is, in my opinion, a lot better. And right now, this is the other, just showing you the trick that I use is just to use a torch or a slab, and you can easily break your columns. So this episode is just kind of filled with little tricks of the trade that I've learned throughout my faction career, and yeah, kind of I've already showed you guys this, but just use sand and then use ladders so you can easily break that column again. And right now we're just going to be got all the lava. I mean, that took a long time to get all that lava. Now we're just placing water so it turns into cobble. And I don't know the exact how many blocks is best to place a source block of water. So, but I place it probably about every 10 blocks, and that works for me. And of course, you really want to check to see if it's all done, and that's what I'm doing right now. All right, guys. We got the self-building walls done. I took out the water and lava, and that was an extremely laggy experience. And then I added water in the very middle, and I forgot to add the slabs, so I actually got a respiratory helmet on, and I'm gonna add like two layers of slabs I think will be okay. I probably will add more slabs in the future. So I'm just gonna like swim up a little bit, and then I'm just gonna start placing slabs, and then I'll add slabs down here so they would actually have to cannon uh, two uh, two different areas. Or if they could scatter, I might actually I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm actually gonna raise this quite a bit. And do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make this a lot easier. I'm just gonna go like this, build me a little staircase. This will make it a lot easier and a lot more hassle free. And also, we Highland 4 have been doing their base, and they are over here in this corner. So they're in the, let's see, I'm looking at the wrong way. There we go. They're in the southwest, and then we got Rebirth on the northwest, and then we got Highland 2 on the east side. So basically, all we're missing is the northeast and southeast, and we would be super, super protected, and we're all kind of just playing off each other. Like if someone gets attacked, of course, we're all gonna help. And definitely, I'm going to show you guys their base in a little bit, and I'll get to that after I have done this. So basically, I'm just making a little staircase here, and yeah, I think this will be high. Yeah, this will definitely be high enough. So I'll just go like this, and then just add slabs like that. And then of course I'm going to have another water underneath the slabs, which is fine. Alright, so once I get done with this, I'll add slabs down at the very bottom. And also, I am going to go like this. This is the formation of the how the auto building walls formed. So basically, I'm just gonna do this because so I can it'll just make it look prettier, and it'll just be level with the ground floor, and that's what I want. So then I can excavate this cobble and I'll have just a little bit more room. So there we go. Then let's go look at all of our allies bases that they've been building. So let's do that. All right, I just finished putting all the blocks in between the cracks. Well, I got a couple left. But a important note is on these self-building walls, at least the way I did it, the corners actually didn't get any water on them. So what I'm going to do is either pillar up with the blocks so they'll be in contact with the water, or I'm just going to go up there and add water. And more than likely, I think that's what I'm going to do. A lot of using just placing blocks. And the reason I don't have any water on this outside is because actually it lags a lot less, and I really don't want people climbing up my base and then getting into the other parts of the base while I build. So this is a way to stop people from snooping around in your base, and definitely it's a huge advantage. Even though it doesn't really add protection right now, it's just a cobble block that can easily cannon through it. But if I sealed this up at the very top and added blocks on top of the water sources, they couldn't get through to my next level or inside this base. So that's the reason why I'm doing it. Of course, probably in the end, of course, I will definitely add slabs out here, and definitely add water just for another layer of protection. But for right now, it's a good idea to leave this without water and just have one level of water defense. And then right now, I'm going to be adding slabs to this very bottom, and then uh, like earlier, like I said, I'm going to actually raise the slabs probably like 15 blocks so that they have to re-raise their cannons, and that's always a hassle. All right, so this is what Highland 4 has been doing. They just kind of started yesterday, so of course things are going a little bit slow, but they've done actually a lot of work, which I'm very surprised about. Uh, they did a 3 by 3 chunk base, and then they're gonna have their vault in the middle. That's kind of exactly what I'm doing in my base, which is actually a really good idea. And then they got their chest locked, and they're just working on getting their inventories so they can start farming and making that money. So very, very cool. And I'm totally glad I'm letting them do that. And hopefully everything will go super smooth, and they won't get betrayed by their own people, and they have a really good buffer already. So the more people I recruit for this, the better, the less likely they're going to get raided, because I'm going to add even more of a buffer. Also, we got Rebirth that's straight north of here, and they got a really good base already. So that's really cool. Probably check that out in a little bit. Um, that's about it. So thank you guys for watching, and definitely hit that like button. I will be doing a lot more work with my base, so got really, really awesome plans with that base. Oh, this base has auto uh, like a cobble generator, which is really smart for them. Instead of just mining underneath, they just decided to do that, which is pretty cool. All right, yeah, thank you guys for watching.